Good morning, Kern County, and a very happy Friday to you all. It's 5:49 right now here on your Friday morning. Temperatures are not too bad at this hour. 72 up in Lake Isabella, 79 at Jawbone, mid-70s here in Bakersfield, but some beautiful temperatures in our higher elevation neighborhoods, 50s and 60s through the mountains right now. We've had a gradual cooling trend through this week that is timed out perfectly to take us into the weekend. Here's a peek at the next several hours here in Bakersfield, mid-70s by around 8 a.m., low 80s through the late part of the morning. We are on track for exactly seasonal average here for today. Yesterday, as you know, we broke up that 7-day heat wave and we dropped below 100 degrees here in the valley. That hangs on into the afternoon today. High temperature of 97 through the day today. 70s and low 80s over the mountain communities and 90s over in the Kern River Valley. Good news in the desert. Most of the desert drops out of triple-digit heat into the afternoon. Aside from the Indian Wells Valley, Ridgecrest, China Lake do hang on to some more heat into the day, but it is significantly less than what they felt just a couple of days ago. We are entering into a slightly cooler trend. However, as that happens, that cooler air pushing into the Golden State, we are expecting these winds to hang on over in eastern Kern County. Breezy in the mountains, some stronger gusts near Mojave and Jawbone Canyon, up to 35-mile-per-hour gusts near Mojave. Again, no wind advisory has been issued, but you're likely to feel that wind over in the mountain and desert neighborhoods through the weekend as that cooler air arrives. Here's a peek at the high temperatures for tomorrow afternoon. For Saturday, 95 degrees expected in Bakersfield. That's 10 degrees cooler than what we felt last week. So if you remember, Bakersfield had Saturday and Sunday last weekend, both 105. So we're expecting a significant change here through this weekend. Mid-90s through the valley, 70s and low 80s in the mountains. And most of our desert neighborhoods are a couple of degrees cooler as well into the day tomorrow as we get set up on this gradual cooling trend. Here's a closer check at your day planner here for Friday. If you're heading out of town or staying in town, things are really nice. If you're heading out early in the morning to do any exercise, it will be in the 70s before we warm up into the upper 90s, low 90s by Sunday. Again, that cooling trend will take us into early next week. We'll be a touch below average here in the valley, and beautiful temperatures up in the mountain communities for Tehachapi's Mountain Festival this weekend, upper 70s and low 80s, 80s and 90s in the KRV, and mostly 90s for the desert.